AI is coming to destroy everything you love, even Lucy. So, in this video, I'm going to go over a few examples of some recent AI jobs that are just terrible. Now, this first one, I love Lucy. It's just, this one is incredible to me because this is a boxed product. This is the new Blu-ray of I Love Lucy, the Blu-ray collection. People are buying this. It's a physical item, and you're going to see what they encounter. So this was, I believe, originally shared in this post. This is from Pop Life. This is on the Blu-ray.com forum. I'll link to all these sources below the video so you can go through them yourself as well. But they write here, I adore this set and I hate making this post, but not as much as I hate the scary AI-generated faces in the El Tambor scene about 30 minutes into the first Lucy Desi comedy hour. The overall picture quality of the episode is stunning, a massive upgrade over the DVD transfer. However, people who were meant to be blurred in the background are now given very sharp AI-generated faces that contort throughout the scene. Their entire bodies and the rest of the background are still blurred, and then out of nowhere, an ear or some teeth or an eye or an entire unnatural-looking face will flicker and pop into view almost sharper than the actors in the foreground. It looks so creepy and totally distracts from the episode. So, here it is before it kicks in. Faces look normal in the background, blurred out. And now we have the AI-generated faces pop in. Again, this is a boxed product. We'll get to a couple examples later that are not boxed products, but are still terrible in terms of AI generation. But absolutely wild to see what is going on here. So I even have the video. I'll get to the I'm not sure how much of the video I can actually play due to copyright, so it may catch it, but I'll skip through the clip to show you it in real time. But so freaky. So you can see them in the background there. I'll just go full screen here. And they pop in throughout the scene. So whenever the background shows, oh my goodness, that is terrifying. And then it blurs out, but then this face over here is in, looking at the camera. Blurred out again. So it's popping in and out throughout the clip. There it is again, popping into the background. AI is completely destroying all the things that we love. There should be, I think there should be discussions around regulations around this stuff. At the same time, I also think that culturally, AI is simply going to be, at least this form of AI, is going to become an outcast in just society generally because of the way that it is destroying and just making, in a way, it's homogenizing the creation of art, or in this case, upscaling, where it is both taking away potential jobs that people may have, being replaced by AI, and at the same time, doing a horrible job at it. This is just unwatchable. Imagine trying to watch this episode while this creepy face in the background keeps popping into frame. So, just ridiculous. So let me get to this person's take. So this is on a different forum. This is the hometheaterforum.com. Chris Long shares this one. Writing on the DVD, even understanding limitations of standard definition, the faces all remain appropriately blurred in the background. On the Blu-ray, they go in and out of weird-looking sharpness depending on where Ricky's face is positioned, and quite bluntly, they look odd in the way that only AI can do. If this was the way the film itself was, we'd still see that phenomena on the DVD, and we don't. I have slowed down the scene and watched numerous times, and it's like watching the AI algorithm in process. One of the biggest issues that I run into when researching a story is knowing if I'm getting the full picture. So having quick access to a variety of sources and their political leanings helps out quite a bit. That's why I use Ground News. So, Ground News is an app and website that brings together related stories in one place to highlight important perspectives often overlooked in mainstream media. Every story comes with a visual breakdown of the political bias, reliability, and ownership, all backed by ratings from 3 independent news monitoring organizations. For example, when Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy were given the reins to reshape the US federal government, you can see how many sources covered it, along with their political leanings and the overall bias distribution. And then you can actually go and see how differently it was covered depending on the source. Right-wing outlet Breitbart called it the plan to drain the swamp, while left-leaning PBS NewsHour detailed the potential pitfalls. Go to ground.news/rational national or scan the QR code for 50% off their unlimited access Vantage plan. This is a limited time Black Friday sale. Now, there have been there are countless examples of AI being used now, but in terms of higher profile examples, Kanye West recently released a music video that's being described as AI slop featuring his daughters. Again, if you go watch that video, I can't play it here for obvious copyright reasons, but it is incredibly just, again, there is this look that AI has where it almost looks CG, but it's not. Like, you can tell it's not created by an artist or by a group of artists. You can tell it's generated by an algorithm. And it has this weird look that is almost universal in all of AI content. And Coca-Cola's new annual Christmas commercial has also been created with AI. Now, weirdly, and probably, it's not good that I have this connection to Christmas, but the Coca-Cola commercials and Christmas or Coca-Cola ads and Christmas, to me, always go together in a bizarre way. They always, like, when I think of Christmas, I think of how Coca-Cola, the company, has portrayed Christmas over, decades. But their commercial here is so bad. Actually, I'll play it in the window. And I cannot play audio. But again, it has, like, look at these faces. It has this look where you can tell this is AI. At least I can tell this is AI. Like, it's a 15-second commercial. Maybe they have a 30-second version. You couldn't just hire some people, hire a team to do this properly, as you've done every year. You don't have enough money, Coca-Cola, to make an actual commercial. You have to rely on algorithms. There's uses and a place for AI when it comes to, systems that work behind the scenes in a way that is not as visible to the everyday person. Of course, there's, a place for AI in society in that way. But the way it's utilized in the creation of art is, I think, going to be a flash in the pan. Because of how off-putting all of this is, I can't imagine there's going to be this continued use of AI. And now some people might think, well, it's going to keep getting better and better and better. That may be true. And you could argue it has. So we saw, the early versions of AI art and video a few years ago, and it looked even more ridiculous. But there is this lack of soul, for a lack of a better term here, that all of this content has, where it just does not feel like anything anybody can really attach themselves to in any sort of genuine way, that I can't imagine this is going to be relied upon as the main point of whether it's creation in art, commercial, whatever it is. But that said, there is the potential here for it to continue taking away jobs for a variety of industries that we've already seen take place. And that, I think, will, as long as these massive companies want to continue trying to cut costs, they're going to be looking at their ability to lay people off and replace them with AI in whatever way they can. And that's going to be a continued issue until we all stand up together and reject this trash.